In this video, you're part of our 2025 Christmas parade here with the town of Pendleton. I'm Lindsay, and if you could take 10 minutes of uninterrupted time to review this video so that we can all be on the same page for the parade on Sunday. So this Sunday, December 7th, we are having our town of Pendleton Christmas parade. Lineup is from 2:30 to 3:30, and the parade will run at 4. In lieu of a registration fee, we do ask that entries bring in canned goods. You can bring those to Town Hall the 1st through the 5th, so this week, from 9 to 5 at 310 Greenville Street, or you can drop it off at check-in. Super important everybody check in so that we're aware of who's checked in for the parade and ready to go, and let the DJ know that they need to be called as they go by the main stage. All the donations that get turned in are given to Clemson Community Care for the holiday. They love canned goods as well as personal care items. The 5 different parade awards this year are Best Overall, Best Marching Group, Most Holiday Spirit, and Best Float. We look forward to seeing all of the entries. Our 3 judges will view those and rank them, and we will make an announcement at the end of the parade. Talk a little bit about lineup. So lineups from 2:30 to 3:30. It takes place on the road right outside of the Anderson School District 4 district office. The numbers will be in the ground. We'll give an example of those next. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to arrive at 310 Greenville Street. You can also let all your participants know that's a great place to park and drop off anyone who's participating in the parade. You're going to check in at the table with staff, let them know you're with whatever organization and that you're going to the staging area. Your participants do not need to check in, just people who need to go into the lineup area. You can drop off your canned goods at that time, and then you'll continue on to the staging area. And we'll take a look at the map here to check that out. So this year we're going to have 1 through probably right about 20, and then 20 through 40 on the other side. May make a little adjustments depending on how many registrations come in the next couple of days. So you're going to check in at 310 Greenville Street. You're going to come out of the parking lot, take a right. You're going to take a right north on North Elm Street, and then take another right back towards the staging area there. So if you see those white circles, those are going to indicate your numbers for the parade entry. And it'll look just like indicated there on the left with that number 1. It'll have a candy cane. It'll be 11 by 17 sign, and it will be there for you to pull next to and start staging for the parade. Let's talk a little bit about restrooms. It is an hour waiting, an hour and a half, depending on when you arrive. We will have Town Hall open from 2:30 to 4. We do ask that you use the side door, the one closest to the Anderson School District 4 building. There will be a sign outside. That door will be open, and there'll be someone there to assist you to get in. We only have one person manning the door, so it's really important that you use that doorway. We also have public restrooms located behind the Pendleton bookstore, in between Vocaris and the Pendleton bookstore. You take that road to the back, and there are permanent restrooms back there. We do ask that you utilize those 2 options, that event goers do use those and not attempt to use any other restrooms in the square area. All right, let's talk a little bit about drop off. Once again, we really encourage all of the parade participants to park and be dropped off in the Anderson Ford parking lot, as well as the Town Hall grass lot. There's a huge grassy area, and we'll see that in the aerial overview here in a minute. You can park there and gather your groups and walk over to that staging area. If you do park outside of the Town Hall grassy lot or Anderson 4, we do encourage you to carpool together, as you are not going to be allowed to enter East Queen Street and drop off your participants. They have to walk into that area. The only people who can check into East Queen are the floats and the vehicles who are participating in the parade, who are actually in the parade. So let's look at this aerial overview together. This is the parade route. That orange line is where we're going to be lining up. So you can see there's a huge grassy area right here by Town Hall that we can park all of our vehicles in. We are going to talk about the exit of the parade in a little bit, but if you see here, we're going to continue down this road here. We're going to take a left onto Exchange Street. We're going to come up Main Street and then take a left right at PF Meats and come back up to the right to East Queen Street. So this is a little bit different than last year. All floats and entries are going to continue up that road and then take a right and come back to where we started. That's really important. If we all do our part and we park at 310 Greenville Street and we get back to where we started, it'll be easy peasy for everyone and it's going to be a great parade. So let's all encourage our participants that we are not going to exit the parade route early, that we're going to continue all the way down and back to East Queen Street. All right, so some of the things you agreed upon when you registered is that your entry will have a holiday theme and that we will not be throwing candy from vehicles, floats, or golf carts. Candy can be given out, but it needs to be handed out by walkers. We also agreed that Santa Claus is provided by the town of Pendleton. Santa hats are okay, but full character Santas are prohibited. We also want to encourage all businesses and organizations to ensure they have the proper licensing and event and liability insurance for this event, and that entries must be entertaining and appropriate for family audiences. Driver notes. We want to be sure we're going slow and at consistent speeds, no stopping and starting abruptly, no texting while driving, or premature exiting of the parade route. That includes vehicles as well as people. No impression or use of alcohol or smoking while driving, and absolutely no sitting on open tailgates while moving, and no overcrowding of truck beds. No one should be standing in the back of a vehicle. Everyone should be seated. So let's look at some safety information in terms of our vehicles, trucks, and trailers. We've already mentioned this, but we're going to reiterate it again. So there's no tailgate sitting or hanging legs off of floats. And we want to be sure that we do not overcrowd any tailgates as well. We really want everyone to be safe and have a wonderful holiday season this year. No throwing of candy or objects of any kind. If you want to give out candy or cards or whatever to the crowd, you need to walk and hand those out. Any floats with generators or power sources on them should have a fire extinguisher on board. And any decorations or floats should not exceed 14 feet so that we can clear any streetlights or power lines that we may come across. All right, so talking about walkers, we are handing out candy. We're not throwing candy. So one of the things that we've seen in the past is that some of our walkers aren't quite on towards the sidewalk, and they'll throw candy, and they won't make it quite to the sidewalk, which encourages those kids to run out. And we really want to be safe and be sure no children are running into the roadway. So we ask that you please hand the candy out as you walk by. Any animal groups do require a walker who cleans up the mess, or they should be diapered. So keep that in mind. We also want to be sure when we're walking that we're not walking between trucks and trailers, that we're not right up on those vehicles, that we spread out and get to the side of those vehicles and away from any danger in terms of a moving vehicle or trailer. Walkers are not permitted to jump in and out of the vehicles on the parade route at all whatsoever, and walkers should keep up with vehicles following their entry. When we talk about spacing, what we're really looking for is 2 car lengths in between each entry. This year, we will have some performances where we will stop the parade. Those limits are 3 minutes. And those individuals have been emailed concerning the rules and regulations about performance. If you have not received your performance email, you need to let me know so that I can schedule you for a performance. All right, this is the most important slide out of all of them. So take a screenshot of this and send this to your parade participants so everybody is aware. At the end of the parade, as we're going up North Depot Street, we're not stopping, we're not exiting the parade route. We're going to take a right back on East Queen Street and we're going to end where we started. So that road is going to be closed for the duration of the parade all the way until the end. So you're going to come down North Depot and take a right onto East Queen Street and then end where we started. So hopefully all of our parents will meet there at 310 Greenville Street, and it'll be a very easy process. So we parked and we got out at 310, and then we came to our parade entry. We went to the parade, we walked around, we said hello to our community, came down North Depot, took a right, and ended on East Queen, and we had a great time. So we really ask that everybody not exit the parade route to keep everything nice and safe. Also note that your organization is responsible for reuniting the participants with your families, and we encourage you guys to communicate those changes as soon as possible. The next thing we want to do is let you know we are so thankful for your participation in this year's parade. It's a great event that brings our community together to celebrate the holiday, and we are thankful for your participation. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to us here at Town Hall. I'm Lindsay, and I hope you have a wonderful day.